The Vedas are a collection of ancient sacred texts that hold immense significance in Hinduism. Composed over 3000 years ago in the Indian subcontinent, these texts are considered the oldest religious scriptures in the world. Each Veda consists of hymns, prayers, rituals, and philosophical teachings that provide profound insights into the spiritual and philosophical beliefs of ancient India. The Vedas are revered for their profound wisdom and continue to play a central role in shaping the religious and philosophical thought of Hinduism. There are four principal Vedas: the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. In our previous videos, we introduced you to the Rig Veda and the Yajur Veda. Today, let us take a look at the Samaveda and its core teachings. Samaveda, one of the four sacred texts of ancient Indian literature, holds a unique and revered place in the rich tapestry of Vedic knowledge. As a Veda dedicated primarily to the art of chanting, its verses are not meant to be merely recited but sung melodiously during various rituals and ceremonies. Today, let us delve into the intricacies of Samaveda, its origins, structure, significance, and the profound impact it has had on Indian spirituality and music. The origin of the word Samaveda can be traced back to the combination of two Sanskrit terms, Sama, which means song, and Veda, which means knowledge. Essentially, the Samaveda is known as the Veda of melodies and chants. It is a sacred text used in religious rituals consisting of 1875 verses, with all but 75 of these verses borrowed from the Rig Veda. The Samaveda can be regarded as a repository of knowledge related to chants and musical melodies. It can also be thought of as a musical rendition of the Rig Veda, as it combines older melodies with verses from the Rig Veda. One unique aspect of the Samaveda is the inclusion of notated melodies, possibly the oldest surviving musical notations in the world. These musical notations are written above or sometimes within the Samaveda text, presented in the syllabic or numerical form, depending on the specific Samavedic shakha. The Samaveda can be divided into two main parts. The first part comprises four melody collections known as Gana, while the second part consists of three verse books called Archikas. The Gana collection further divides into Gramagaya melodies for public recitations and Aranyagaya melodies for personal meditative use, often practiced in the solitude of forest. These melodies are like the musical frameworks that give structure and rhythm to the sacred chants found in this Veda. These melodies are not just random tunes, they are meticulously composed and designed to enhance the resonance and beauty of the hymns. They serve as the musical foundation upon which the religious chants are sung. The second part of the Samaveda consists of three books known as Archika. These books contain the actual verses that are sung during the religious rituals. These verses are derived from the Rig Veda but have been modified and adapted to be sung in a musical manner. The Archika provides the lyrical content for the chants and are an integral part of the overall performance. Similar to the Rig Veda, the early sections of the Samaveda commence with hymns dedicated to deities such as Agni and Indra. However, as the text progresses, it delves into more abstract speculations and philosophical themes, with changes in meter occurring in a descending order. The Samaveda had a primary role that was essentially connected to religious practices and rituals. It functioned as a kind of musical script or collection of sacred songs that were crucial for a specific group of priests who were singers. These priests were responsible for performing these special chants during various religious ceremonies and rituals. Imagine the Samaveda as a sacred songbook filled with hymns derived from the Rig Veda, but with a distinct musical twist. These hymns were not just spoken or recited, they were meant to be sung with melodies and rhythms. The singers, who were highly trained in the art of intonation and musicality, were tasked with bringing these chants to life during religious events. Samaveda Samhita is not meant to be read as a text. It is like a musical score sheet that must be heard. It is believed that the roots of Indian classical music, particularly the melodic aspects, can be traced back to the Samaveda. The intricate musical notation used in Samavedic chants is considered a precursor to the modern Indian musical system. It is believed to have laid the foundation for the system of ragas and talas, melodic modes and rhythmic patterns that are central to Indian classical music. The structure and principles governing the recitation of chants within the Samaveda have served as a foundational influence on the organization and theory of Indian classical arts and performances. This fundamental connection has been widely recognized and acknowledged by musicologists who specialize in the history of Indian music. It is probable that in ancient India, the melodies predated the verses found in the Rig Veda. The process involved fitting the words of Rig Veda verses into these pre-existing melodies. Imagine the Rig Veda verses as pieces of a jigsaw puzzle and the melodies as the intricate and beautifully designed puzzle board. Think of the pre-existing melodies in ancient India as the puzzle board. These melodies were already well crafted, like an intricate jigsaw puzzle board with its unique pattern composed of musical notes and rhythms. The words of the Rig Veda verses can be seen as individual puzzle pieces. Initially, these verses were separate from the melodies, just like puzzle pieces are separate from the puzzle board. Just as someone assembling a jigsaw puzzle would try to fit pieces together, the ancient composers sought to integrate the words of the Rig Veda into the pre-existing melodies. Some words from the Rig Veda naturally fit and flowed with the melodies, akin to puzzle pieces that seamlessly slot into place. However, as the Rig Veda verses progressed, some words didn't quite align with the established melody of a particular verse. This is where creative structures like stoba come into play. Imagine someone manipulating and reshaping a puzzle piece, perhaps trimming its edges or altering its shape slightly to make it fit into a desired spot on the puzzle board. In the same way, the composers used stoba to embellish, transform, or play with the words of the Rig Veda so that they better fit into the desired musical harmony of the pre-existing melodies. It's akin to completing the jigsaw puzzle where all the pieces, even the challenging ones, eventually fall into place to reveal the intended picture. In conclusion, the Samaveda occupies a distinctive and sacred place within the Vedic scriptures. This Veda not only preserves the ancient hymns of the Rig Veda, but elevates them through the power of melodic expression. By combining the beauty of music with the reverence of religious rituals, the Samaveda enriches the spiritual experience, demonstrating how ancient cultures utilized the arts to connect with the divine. It reminds us of the profound connection between sound, devotion, and the transcendental, making it a vital and enduring part of the rich tapestry of India's religious and cultural heritage. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to Vedas Demystified and encourage us to create more of such interesting and informative content.